Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Not feeling crash hot, by the way, but nonetheless, we are back. Welcome. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Let's get this show on the road. As always, guys, here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening. Wherever you are around the world, welcome, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, so it's been a while. Been obviously on a little bit of a leave for the past week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But nonetheless, it's good to be back. We were trading a bit with the VIP, had a really good run. 3 trades for 3 wins with the VIP. And some of the other guys have been doing really well on their own as well, which is really good to see as always. So to be expected when you're with the A.C.T Forex group, guys, the academy. We teach you how to trade with confidence, competence, and confluence. So, all right, guys. So anyway, without further ado, you guys know the drill. Hit the like button, smash the likes, do ask me questions, send in charts. I'll get to those shortly. Meantime, GJ could offer a potential sell. It did offer a sell on a very impulsive entry, my cowboy entry, which doesn't really have a name. I think it's the wick entry, I'll call it, which would have worked perfectly. He'd be flying in profits, but anyway, nonetheless, this is a chart sent in to the members. Without further ado, let's do the analysis and look what we can come up with moving forward on a GJ. So starting at the weekly time frame, and that is right now we can see that is obviously forming a weak bullish candle. It's an inside bar candle, so it's obviously got a lower high, lower low to the previous. But as far as the current formation, we are forming a bullish candle. So what we can look for is potentially within this candle, where potentially we could pull back to, form a support at to head back up, or what levels of resistance we have that we would, if we were to continue bullish, that we need to pop above, close above in order to continue to the upside, and also reject for potential sell options. On to the daily time frame, what we can see on that particular time frame, it is printing absolute barcodes. Very difficult, very choppy price action. Current candle, however, has a lower high, lower low to the previous. But is forming quite a strong bullish candle. Structurally, we are bearish though on the daily. Excuse me, guys, as we can see, just in a heavy area consolidation. So with the counter probabilities to the downside, the structure to the downside, now onto the 4 hour, it's quite evident here we are just in a very heavy area consolidation right now. Just going to mark that in though, we are at the resistance, so we're back at the highs of the 4 hour consolidation. So that is obviously a level that we want to be looking for potential sells from. That is the support. We will be adjusting it shortly on the 30-minute time frame. Structurally, we do also remain bearish from this big impulse from around that 200 level to the downside. Anything in between now, we are just bearish, but there is just very choppy price action, very indecisive at the moment, little direction on GJ on the 4 hour time frame. So therefore the buys, technically, well, looking at the 30-minute, we've got the weekly bullish, we've got the daily and 4 hour structure as bearish. The M30 looks to be currently bearish. All right, so we're marking that's the highest point the market got to. We've obviously flipped the structure, created a lower low here, flipped it back bullish, actually closed below this point here. That is the lowest point of the impulse to the downside. We've not actually closed below it. So therefore, don't have a 2 or more consecutive counter pullback swing in the opposite direction over here. So technically, we won't flip back bullish until we close above the highs here at 191.470, so around at 191.50. So therefore, the bias is technically bearish, guys. We've just rejected a resistance. We are currently forming a potential engulfing bearish candle. So as far as the catalyst, my guys will know this is one of the strongest catalysts we can have. A bearish engulfing candle, lower high, lower low. It's rejecting a 4 hour resistance. Therefore, we could have some potential sell options on the following candle. Now, I'm just going to mark in the support at this point here. Within the current daily candle, we have form support on the way up around this 197.50. Now, if we were to continue bullish, as long as we come back down to that level, form a support above it, then I would potentially be looking for a buy to take it back up. So, like so, look for my calcium price action or a potential buy option from that level there. So we're just going to mark it in, buys. Music's a bit loud. All right, Franco, thanks for letting us know. How's that? Now, having said that, so we know we form support at this point here. If we were to continue bullish, we should respect that level. There's high probability we'll respect it. However, below it, we can see we've got some clean area price action even on the 15-minute time frame. So therefore, if we were just to continue to melt in the next 4 minutes and I can't get in a sell, then what I'll be looking for is this area at 197.50 to 680, 690 sort of level, and see if it is to hold or if it is to only to reject, start to pop below it, close below it. At that point there, I think there's a high probability we will be coming back down towards 190.400 to 190.30, where we could potentially be looking for buys above that zone just there as well, guys, if we do form a support at that level. So that is pretty much GJ, very simple. It's just a matter of where at the moment this current candle closes. Don't want it to make the entire move. We don't want to push too much further because it just eats into the margin. Plus it's going to mean the stop loss is very wide. It's not going to be worth it. Let's look at the 15. I mean, there's plenty of reason to take the entry. 15's retesting a resistance here. What would the stop loss be? You're looking at just over 30 pips by the looks of it. With about a 20 odd pip margin, not a great. So it's still a very strong catalyst though. Don't get me wrong. It's a strong catalyst. Look for a potential entry. So I will look for it. The earlier entry would have been basically it's just tapped into the 50%, or even as it tapped into the resistance, and you would have been safely in profits. Just based off the 4-hour level. So yeah, so there's GJ, guys. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, gold as well. Wow. So this is a chart I've just sent into the members not long ago. What we can see is we're breaking resistance form within the current daily candle. I will mark it up again. Don't want to miss the move though. This looks quite strong for a potential entry on gold right now. We are trending, so the limit order in this situation would be valid. So what I want to see in a limit order, and this would tie into the interruption candle. So this is the one candle closing back bearish. We're now closing above that pause candle. What it needs to do is close minimum of about 8 pips above it. If it does, then it's going to be a valid entry on the pause play. So I'm just going to mark in the 80%. Sorry, the 8 pips. So 11 is the high. 01. So it needs to close above that point there for it to be technically valid on the limit order buys. Then we will do the full analysis just after. I'm just keeping an eye out because it could provide a potential entry option shortly, guys. So just get ready. On my broker, that particular counter high is 68. What, 25, 18, 68. It has to close above that point. So the other option, GJ, I'm preferring gold though. Have we got a 5-minute tap in? We do too. So the other option would be valid if it just creates a small low wick without necessarily tapping into that previous resistance and then begins to break the high. Let's look at the 15. It is quite clean. So that's the other option, guys. It would be valid. So if it doesn't close above this horizontal just here and just now, then what I'd be looking for is just a small low wick. And if price begins to break the high of that previous candle, there's also a potential option at that point there as well, guys. So just keep an eye on it. We've got 17 seconds. And the other option is GJ sells. But I'm going to keep an eye on gold. Stop loss would be, depends. Stop loss, see, so it's closed below it. All right, still, if you guys are interested in limit order, I think it's still a pretty good option, to be honest. However, on IC markets, it seems to, actually, I'm looking at a 5-minute, looking at the wrong time frame. Apologies, guys. IC markets, the high of that candle is 21. All right, so I've got a limit order set for 21. I've just been triggered in. We'll do the analysis shortly, guys, so apologies. Alright, so let's see. I'll send a link also to members shortly. So a little bit rusty of organising stream, guys. It's been a while, obviously. Different setup as well. The old, more one of two setups. Like this one's actually a better setup, to be honest. I actually got tagged in at 13. That's all right. All right, in the meantime, let me say good day to who we've got on the call right now. Kyle F, morning to you. Not very well tanned, to be honest. Didn't spend all that much time in the sun. It was more in the morning. Went for a bit of a morning walk, but that's about it on the beach. Franco, good morning to you. Brad, good to see you as always. Elias, as always. Franco, music's a bit, yep. Vishal, good day to you. So welcome to you guys. Appreciate the support as always. Not expecting a great deal on the stream just now today, but we'll do our best. Let me send a Zoom link. A bit rusty, guys. Jay, good day to you, brother. Alright guys, Zoom link's been sent. I've got 7 pips on the table. So I'm going to break even because we're flip bullish. And that is where I normally get to break even in this situation. And let's see. Not a bad start. Alrighty guys, looking good. Got 9 pips personally on the table. James, more into you, mate. So I'm at break even. Looks like it could take me out. But it's all good. I'm 5 pips up, so we'll see. Alrighty guys, I'm going to secure half. I've got basically 10 on the table. There we go. I just had 10 pop up. A nice one. Job done. Stop loss is safely at break even. Back for about 15 minutes and we're already taking the W.
Nicely done, champ.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let me just post one for the gram and then we'll do some analysis on gold. Alrighty guys, look at that, moving into profit nicely. So who took it? Very early on. Blaho, good idea. Please tell me someone took it. Anyone?
Yeah, I took it.
Nice one. Good work. Good work. So good to be back, good start back. So we will do the analysis shortly, guys. Trade is taken. Back to where it normally goes, gold W. Alrighty, Franco W, nice one. Brad, cheers once again. Pays for the premium next month, nice one. Carl F got in a little earlier. Good work. Vishal, I'm up 5 pips. 25.19.1. Oh, okay. So you're in a little bit later. Oh, you got your 10 now, so looking good. All right, so that is gold, guys. All right, let's do the analysis nonetheless. Let's continue. And how are you, James, by the way? Loss.
All good, thanks, bro. You?
All good, mate. All good. Good to be back. Been a little bit stuffy. The nose has been a little bit not the best, but we'll survive. So, alrighty. Yeah, Vishal, looks like you've probably got your 10 now as well. So nice work. Well done, guys. Good job. Good to see the members doing well as well. All right, so let's do the analysis on gold just now, guys. All right. So starting at the weekly time frame, what we can see is it is still forming a bullish candle. It's an inside bar candle, so it has a high low, lower high to the previous. But it is forming a bullish candle nonetheless. So based on that, similar to what I mentioned on GJ, you're looking for potential levels we could pull back to the form of support. We are to continue bullish. Those levels should be respected. And if we don't respect those levels, then we're likely pulling back down to a level lower down, and vice versa to the upside. Onto the daily time frame, is a bit of a mess as well, but we are still hovering above that 2500 flat level. We are also technically bullish in structure. Previous daily to close back a strong bearish candle, where the current is pulling back quite significantly into that previous daily, back up towards the all-time high yet again. Looking at it on the 4-hour time frame, still remains technically bullish, guys. So it did flip back bearish on this impulse to the downside, flip back bullish just up here. We have not created a higher high, nor have we created a lower low. So technically, as long as we remain between this, but I think I made a mistake for the members update video. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this level, whatever reason, but now I'm looking at it again. That is the level where it needs to continue to remain above in order for it to continue to be bullish in structure. What we've got though is what we can see is this area of support is a very significant level around that 25.03 to 25.06 sort of level, and we have wicked below it multiple times. I need to close back above it. So based off that, at this point, I feel there's a high probability that price is going to be continuing to the upside. We've just broken the previous 4-hour candles high by the looks of it. We'll break our own low yet again though. There is a chance that we make a deeper pullback. Not going to mark it in just yet though. We're going to see what we've got on the 30-minute time frame. Now I'm just going to adjust this across as well, guys. Most recent level of support, just that point there for the most recent 4-hour support. We're going to mark in another level of support just here on the M30. And what we can see is, guys, so structurally we are bullish on the M30, so the bias is still technically to the upside. We've got 4 time frames to the upside, so I would prefer to buy it. However, the catalyst for selling, guys, at this point will be within the current daily candle. We form support here at 25.12 flat. At that level there and closure below, what we're going to be doing is flipping a 30-minute structure bearish. I'll be waiting for a closure below, retest of that zone. As price begins to pull away, break below the catalyst candle closure below that zone, that would provide a potential sell option. So I'll be looking for the sells below 25.1176 to be exact. And if we do pop to that level, even if we pop below it only to close back above, the buy is going to be valid. Current trade right now, I'm still it's almost 7 pips up in profit on the runner. I'm just going to leave it for the time being. For continuation buys at this stage, well, it just depends. We'll have to see what we've got London Open. If we begin to consolidate just now and then we have a nice strong closure above the consolidation for the open, potentially at that point there we could be looking at another option of buy it if anyone is interested. So that is pretty much gold, guys. Obviously trading the range, I still will look to sell it from the highs. Reason means we've rejected it multiple times, so although it will be against the structure, pretty much against, would be against every single time frame, I would consider the sell option from back at the highs as well. So, and obviously further options to buy it from this support, irrespective of 30-minute structure flipping bearish, I would still look to buy it because the bias and the weekly candle at that point is still forming bullish. So that is the play on gold. So we're looking good if anyone's still in that trade from earlier. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Joined the gym this morning. Pretty nice gym actually, but not cheap. Oof. Probably the most expensive gym here.
Worth it?
I think it's worth. Look, to be honest, probably not worth the cash. But
You really haven't been yet.
what's that?
Have you been yet?
I haven't been yet. yeah. When I was joining this morning, I did a back and shoulder session. So, I mean, all the equipment's all new and modern, but it's a quality gym. But to pay, I'm ending up paying about 60 Australian dollars for the month. No, more than that. I'm talking about it's about close to 80, about 75, 80.
Still pretty good though.
I pay less than that at home, mate. My gym is 10 times that the gym of this one, to be honest. But okay.
Yeah, my gym is like double that price, and it's a pure gym.
Oh really?
It's mad, yeah.
Yeah, no. This one's quite impressive, to be honest. The actual, what you're paying for is the facilities more, because they got a swimming pool and that too, and they got a basketball court, indoor basketball court.
Yeah, that's so worth it.
They've actually got a water park, so it's a hotel as well. I think you get discounts on the food as well, so something I can take the little one maybe in the weekend to have a play at the water park. But yeah, very impressive, very nice hotel too. Looks like it's gonna rain cats and dogs anytime. When it rains here, it rains, mate. Oof, it's like being in a bloody high pressure shower.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Franco, good morning to you, brother. Hope you're well.
Yeah, thank you. And you?
All good, but I'm struggling to hear you guys though. Thought it might have been James's microphone, but it's same as Franco. Sorry.
Do we need to speak louder?
Maybe, I don't know if the YouTube will appreciate it, but no, it's all good. I can hear. Don't stress it.
Okay. So good start, Justin, huh?
Yeah, great start back. Actually, I think I know why the speaker's upside down for whatever reason. Maybe that will help. yeah, really good start. Limit order made sense on the interruption, or again a little bit broke the rule a tad because it didn't quite close above that level, but it's trending. This is as perfect as an option to take a limit order as you will get, basically, because what we're doing is sort of trending. We're not consolidating. Yeah, we had a little bit of consolidation here, create an impulse, bit of a pause, another impulse. So you know, you place a little order in anticipation it's going to tag you in at that point there, and push off that level, get you your 10 plus pips, and as we say in Australia, Bob's your uncle. That's a W. So I forgot to screenshot it for the members, because I send it into the members group every trade I take on. It's pretty much every trade I take, because I rarely trade away from the group these days. So I screenshot it, I share it into groups just so they know why I took the entry, win, lose or draw, and the result as well. So it just helps to for them to know my thought process on every trade. And I go into detailed explanation as to exactly what my confidences were and how I managed to trade. So I only had about 3.5, 4 pip drawdown, so not a bad drawdown. And that's still running 20 pips right now. So really good start. Sean, g'day to you, mate. Good to see you on the stream. Pop in and say g'day. Appreciate it as always. You're on a oh, nice one, brother. Nothing's Crete. No, man. I saw. Appreciate it, mate. I saw a video on Crete. Is it Crete? I think it's Crete the other day, and man, that looks unbelievable. Looks beautiful. So you're a lucky man. Chef Wilson, thank you. Good to be back. Good to see you on the stream as always. Looking at GU before, it's a little bit awkward to the upside. GU, you've got a lot of wicks to the left hand side, makes it a little bit difficult, a little bit unsure of what to do on GU right now. I'm gonna wait for a bit of a pullback, or as I mentioned, the update to the members, let it create a clean impulse to the upside, pull back, form a support, create a high low, and then you play within a cleaner move. So that is preferably what I like to look for in this sort of situation. What you've got is structure and biases to the upside, but it's just at a very choppy area price action at the moment. GJ, not interested in it just now, to be honest. Maybe London Open, or sorry, maybe the next M30, or we're at London Open, we're jumping the gun a bit. So if this closed bearish engulfing, then that is a strong enough catalyst to look for a sell. I would prefer it to pull back and create a bit of an upper wick, but doesn't necessarily need one. Reason being, it's the 15-minute time frame, so 30-minute has one. Not too sure how I feel about it though, to be honest. I'll reassess it. Not sure if I'll get involved in it though. I'm still got the goal runner going, so really good start back. I'm gonna start TikTok shortly. Been well behaved. I haven't really been on the piss much, to be honest. I actually said to the missus that I really didn't. The beer tasted funny when you haven't drunk for so long. Let's go, gold. 22 pip profit right now.
Let's go.
You still got a bit of a runner?
Yeah.
Nice one, mate. Yeah, I haven't had any big nights here, to be honest. First night was the biggest, and that was only 3 long necks, which honestly I'm not sure it was that I had a hangover from, or jet lag next day. It sort of put me off drinking for the rest of it.
Yeah, I do actually think that sounds so self-righteous, but you get to a point where you're not as bothered about it.
Yeah, you don't.
When you haven't drunk for a while, if you haven't drunk for like 2 or 3 months,
Yeah, exactly.
it increases your chances of going for a longer time after that.
Honestly, it becomes easy.
Yeah.
So what we ended up doing was just enjoying the food more, and we actually found some really nice fruit shakes with yogurt and all that, and oh, I really hit the spot in the warm weather.
Yeah.
Had some good food. Absolutely, I outdid myself. couple nights back on pizza though. Oh mate, I was in agony in my stomach because I just ate just way too much carbs. I was in a world of agony. So bloated. Honestly, felt like I ate, you know, enough for a week. Michelle, close 13 pips. Nice one. Good work, guys. Might close another half at 20. I've got around 23.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, I've just closed another partial.
Left, it's the only thing.
It is.
You wouldn't be surprised to see it push to.
Yeah, it will not surprise me.
2.5 kind of level. Just to, there's that hourly candle. There's one big hourly candle. It's the left hand side.
It is squeaky clean, isn't it? I mean, even on the hourly, that interruption entry looked a trade. Even here, you would have been in a fair. Yeah, actually, this one you would be in drawdown. A fair bit of drawdown. But I looked at it, probably about 40 pips or so. All right, feel like TikTok may be a little bit hard done by. I'm gonna start the stream some point. Never mind, start in a few minutes. All right, GJ. So we need a engulfing for it to be considered valid. Guys, I'll be on for some sort of MY call later as well. The VIP. Been killing it. Well, on last week we took 3 trades on just the private VIP calls for 3 wins. I swear every trade had like no drawdown. Every trade was with the hit TP within a minute or 2. Could not have been better. The entry points on all those trades were flawless. They were really good entries. And good to see. So we're on a nice winning streak again. And August is going to end up with another really good month. It started a bit slow. Had a losing week to begin. But since, all is going really well. So I've only taken, I think, maybe one more loss since. Updating the percentage. $32.46. Alright, so we're just waiting on GJ at the moment. Gold is still continuing. It's a beautiful sight to see. First trade back on stream. Continue on the winning ways from prior to a little break. So when are you coming out, James?
I'm going to. I'm in Greece. 2 weeks.
Oh, nice one.
Mid-September. I'm just trying to work out whether I'm coming straight or coming back first.
Yep.
Just organising things at the moment.
Awesome, mate.
But it will still be end of September either way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the rainy season. It's not the greatest time as far as weather-wise, but I mean,
yeah, it doesn't really matter too much.
the beach was okay, to be honest, around where the condo is. Well, for the most part, the days were nice and sunny. It seemed to rain more late night.
How long were you there for?
Say again?
Remind me, how long were you there for?
Only about a week.
How long are you? So are you?
Oh, am I still here? Well, probably the 2 months minimum. So end of
yeah, you don't know, do you?
October. No, not 100% sure. Just sort of playing it by ear at the moment. Yeah, I might let TikTok in. Been patiently waiting for guys. TikTok, welcome guys, welcome. Could smash that screen, be much appreciated. Joe, good day to you, mate. Hope you're all on. GG, aren't you concerned about the resistance to the left from around 2 AM, 3 AM time? You're talking about this point here? Not so much, because we've made a clean move. I mean, I would have been concerned about it on the way up, but what have we done just here is we've obviously broken through it. Not really had any respect for that level at all. We've broken straight, clean through it. So as a potential level for it to retest, well, it's doing it just now. So what will give me my confidence and confidence that we're ready to head back down is if this candle ends up closing like so. If it closes back below these highs, bearish engulfing, then that's enough to suggest to me it's ready to continue. It doesn't look like it's going to do it though. So if it does that, then I'm not concerned by it, because we've retested it, we've closed back below the high. Upper wick as price begins to create lower high, lower low. So that previous candle's candle, we're starting to pop back down below that level either way. So not too concerned by it, to be honest. TikTok, g'day to you guys, welcome. Back streaming, first stream back for about 10 days roughly. Guys, follow me on YouTube or on IG. Already taking a bit of a win, guys, on gold. A very small drawdown win on gold, really nice entry, and that's running in more than 30 pip profit right now. So I've secured some profits, letting the rest run, but don't go anywhere. We are continuing to look at trades, and we'll see what we can come up with moving forward into London session. So welcome everyone on TikTok. Appreciate you. We'll see how we can go moving forward. Yasara, Ni, it's going to be hard for me to pronounce some of these names, so I apologize. Natalin, to my Thai friends, I'm streaming from Udon Thani, so there you go. The Farang in Udon Thani, streaming live Forex, so welcome guys. We do this daily, and yeah, I'm on YouTube at the same time. You can have a look at the stream record and all out on YouTube. We've got an 82.46% winning rate. We're just taking a nice gold buy just recently. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to everyone on TikTok. If you could hit the like, smash that screen, it just helps to get, you know, the algorithm ticking as well. Tommy Jordan, mate, how are you, brother? Been a while, hope you're well. Joe, got ya? All good. Cheers, mate, good to be back. Mr. Phil, thank you. So GJ's closed back a weak bearish candle. So we're now just really consolidating back above that level. So maybe we'll respect it. So to me, there is no potential buys at the moment, as long as we remain up near the resistance and below it. Be looking for the potential buys perhaps above it. And as far as the sells, I mean, a 30 doesn't look bad for a cheeky little reversal buy. But as far as the sells, I want it to close below this support just now. So maybe London Open. But at this stage, nothing really on GJ. Gold, same sort of situation as before. We need a pause. So if it happens on a 15-minute time frame and only to be engulfed, so long as the engulfing candle doesn't close right up near the resistance, gives us a bit of margin. There could be re-entries on gold as well for another potential buy option. But at the moment, I'm still running a 24 pip profit on the first trade. So I'm just keeping that going. Chawin, Mashak, Chan, Tom, good day to everyone on TikTok. Once again, if you could smash that screen for me, it would be much appreciated. And to all my Thai friends, let me know, whereabouts are you? I would have assumed that because of the current location, I'm going to pick up a lot more Thai viewers on TikTok today. It's alright. Feel free to say good day, let me know where you are. Mr. Phil just had a drop by to say a little too... Oh, okay. A little too busy for today. All good, mate. As always, appreciate it. So how has the train been going, guys, since I've been away? Feel free to let me know. You can get same to the members. I know most of you have been doing a really good job. Pum, good day to you. A, good day to you. So we'll do some Bitcoin analysis while we wait. So we've got just under 30 minutes until session open. I haven't looked at Bitcoin for quite some time, so perhaps we'll do a little bit of analysis on it and we'll see what it has to offer. Alright, so first of all, starting weekly time frame. Or a very strong bearish candle. Obviously, still got a few days remaining on Bitcoin. It does obviously being 24/7 asset class. So based off the candle itself, strong bearish, but we have bounced at support. So currently pulling back, see what levels we potentially could pull back to form another resistance at to sell it. However, looking at the daily, very strong level of support we are bouncing off. If we begin to break the high of that previous daily, pretty much weak, well, it's a weak bearish candle, but kind of like a doji candle, closing with a long wick in either direction. It'll break the high of that candle, bouncing off of support here to the left. High probability will make a move and continue to the upside. Let's look at the structure though. Technically, I think it's still going to be... Whoa, so it's tapped well below that. That was prior to me leaving, I remember. Below the last significant high low, that 50k level, but we still remain within the high, all-time high, and that origin of the impulse, which created the all-time high. So therefore, structurally, it's still bullish. We're bouncing off of support. 4 hour could be a different story though. 4 hours bearish, but once again it is bouncing out of support, so just marking that level of support to begin with. And look at this, we've got resistance around that current previous daily candle's high as well. So this is the current 4 hour range. We know we're bearish in structure, we're not going to be flipping structure above that level, unfortunately, in the 4 hour. 30 minute, nor will that be. That's also technically bearish, but what we can see is above that level, using the high time frame counter probabilities, if price was to begin to pop above, close above this point here around that 60,257, yep, around, you can use the high. I just use the bearish candle. The candle forms the resistance, so 60,223. At that point there, I'd be looking for a potential buy. So I want to see a closure above on the M30 and price pull back to retest that zone and begin to pull away from it. That would be an option to buy it. Now, no point marking support. just here because it's just an absolute pigsty. It's an absolute mess. So if irrespective of price breaking this support, you're running straight into another support, met by another support, and still basically the 4-hour range low. So what I'd be looking for is clean move up, rejection of 60,100, roughly 150, or 60.20. And if price was to form a catalyst within price action at that point there, I'd be looking for the sellers in line with the structure on the 30-minute, in line with the 4-hour, in line with that previous weekly candle. Like I mentioned, that previous weekly, current weekly is forming a strong bearish candle. Within it, we're forming a resistance at this point here. So that is now the level that we want to see hold if we were to continue back down in line with the current weekly candle strength. And that is Bitcoin. As far as buys as well from the support, I'd probably rather just create a clean move in this situation. Clean move down, form the support, start to staircase up a little bit, high lows, higher highs. And as price begins to pull away from a bit of consolidation at the lows, that's when I start to consider a potential buy. So that is Bitcoin, a bit of a choppy mess at the moment. And yeah, that's what I would be personally looking at. Well, thank you for all the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Sexan, by Boone, Elias, to all my Thai friends. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce your names because I can't read Thai. I can speak a fair bit of it, but I can't read it. But welcome nonetheless. Appreciate you for joining. Feel free to ask questions. No margin at all to buy, GJ. Runner on gold looks like it could be taken out shortly. I've secured like probably about 90%, to be honest. Oh well. There goes TikTok. Access denied and removed. Fraudulent scam content. Scamming people into trading into wins as per usual. I have no idea how this stupid TikTok thing works, but I'll request a review like last time. Unbelievable.
It's annoying. Why do you don't know why it does it?
No idea. First time I've been live for a while, so maybe that's the reason. Yeah, it's probably that. No idea. Frustrating, but Barman, thank you. All right, so the goal runner's out. It was a nice start. Secured majority of it by about 25 pips, so it's a really nice win. But the good thing is, it's pulling back. It's forming a bit of a pause just now.
Justin?
Yeah, mate.
I have a question to
Yep.
buy. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Do you mention that that we could also take a trade not as a limit order? Maybe it was enough to create the lower wick, and then maybe if we create also a higher wick and then break the high, to take also the trade, right?
Just on gold.
On gold, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, did that entry give? It would have given just enough. Just enough. It would have given you about 10 once you count for spread, probably about 11 pips by the looks of it.
What I mentioned was not breaking that high. I was mentioned the breaking of the own high of the candle itself. So not the previous candle. So so it was the candle for which we took the trade at the end. No, it was this bullish candle. So we closed above the resistance,
Yep.
and then we create, yeah, correct, and then we open another candle, this
Yep.
second bullish candle, yeah. So in this one we create the we go down, and then we take the limit order.
Correct.
And my question was, if it maybe didn't reach the area of the limit order, so
Yep.
it's maybe if we reached only a bit of that,
Yeah. Just.
and then maybe go up again.
Yep.
What I mean is, at the end, so would you take also that kind of trade not as a limit order, maybe only as creating a lower wick and then
Breaking?
creating an upper wick and then going up?
Yeah, definitely. It was valid because the 5-minute had performed a break and retest of that level just here.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely valid.
Yeah. But I mean, if for me that high with which you have the line, this is too high for me at the end. So I would
Okay,
not
so
take
like,
this.
so you mean as it flipped back bullish?
Correct.
Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not something I'm often take. I have in the past occasionally. But yeah, you could have, by all means. By all means, you could have. That's you know, up to everyone's own discretion if they like that, taking that type of entry. For me, just not. I'd rather either get involved on the pullback and get triggered in, or as it breaks with the impulse, with the momentum of the previous candle, with the clean traffic and that to the left. How's the rejection? Wow. But yeah, the most definitely it still would be valid. But it's just not something I'm, you know, all that familiar with personally, as far as how well it works, the results.
Okay.
And guys, if you could smash the like button, it'd be much appreciated. Let's put the egg on this room. The majors look like they've been on a bit of a tear of late, so it must be weakness in the US dollar. Again, I haven't really been too focused on the charts, to be honest. Let's have a look at news, by the way. So, German prelim CPI. I don't know why it says all day. At some point that's going to be released, so it's a little bit confusing because it doesn't say exactly when. You got GDP for the US dollar, so that's going to be a big one. Unemployment claims as well moving forward. What do we got tomorrow? CPI for the Eurozone as well, so it's going to be again. And PCE for the US dollar, so fair bit of news to come. Nothing that really will impact our session itself. But nonetheless, definitely something to keep an eye on. Aaron, great to see you back. Cheers, mate. Looks like it's treating you well. Yeah, pretty well. Just picked up a little bit of a head cold. but not a lot. Otherwise, everything's good. Took a nice win to begin. Very quick W, about 15 minutes or so into the stream. Probably not, yeah, not even. So how have you guys been going, YouTube? How's things been the past week and a bit? I hope you guys been killing it. Members, we've been doing pretty well from what I see, which is good. Always good to see. DJ, a little bit indecisive at the moment. Let me check something. TikTok's playing funny buggers. Might still be able to. No wonder it's 27 degrees. What? Wondering why I was sweating with the bloody aircon on. It's on 27 degrees. So check it out before you actually turn it on. Unreal. No idea. All right, GJ rejecting. Let's see. Gonna be an issue on GJ though. Look at that. It's not too bad. You'd be looking at about 25 pip stop loss roughly. Just depends where his closes as well. But we'll see, to be honest. Don't know if I'm overly convinced. I want it to be a really strong closure. I really want it to be probably about a 5+ pips engulfing candle. So it's starting to really pop those wicks. But having said that, it's just going to eat into the margin a lot as well. So it's going to be a tough one on GJ. But we'll still, nonetheless, we'll have a look. How about you guys in the YouTube? What are you guys looking at? Anyone in any trades I've found, let me know. Really good to smash our shoulder day today. Shoulders and back. Absolute favorite. Different lycra in that gym as well. Yeah, the guys wear a fair bit of lycra in there too, to be honest. That's a little bit different.
Justin,
Yes, mate.
quick question.
Yep.
Was you already, because I was not the whole time at the screen, was you already going through a GU?
Yeah, I just briefly went over it. It's when I'm seeing GU, it's a bit difficult because all these wicks to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially the 15's quite a choppy mess to the left hand side. So what to mention in this situation is what I want for it to do is create a nice clean impulse and then pull back to form a high low. Cut through all of that mess to the left, create some clean traffic, form support to look to buy. Otherwise, I'd literally just wait for it to come back down to the support and look for a buy from above 132 flat, basically. That's all I'd be doing on it, with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts of it?
I was looking right now, and I also have seen, it's very difficult
Very difficult.
to get in a certain point right now, how the price action looks like.
Yep.
So for me, right now, there is no sells until we achieve 1.3169.
Yep. That's definitely the bit I in the update video.
Yeah.
I said as well, to be honest, I don't know where to sell it because it's bullish across the board basically. Well, the bias is bullish.
Correct.
and it's just messed to downside as well as the upside. So I'd rather buy it, but just wait for the clean move up and pull back, or the clean move down, support, and then buy it.
Yeah, because when the sells, when I look here at the H4 support, so below that, then if you look on the left side, there is a very strong bullish candle you can use.
That's from last week.
And therefore, this would be my entry point for sells.
Yeah, I think it's the same as the Monday. The Monday analysis that we did together.
Yeah.
And we said below that support was a lot cleaner for a sell, closure below retest, and continuations closed below it, but didn't continue. So it's created another support a little bit lower down.
Yeah, it's close. It closed on the left side. It was already in H4 support, and then it closed below that.
Yeah,
and then it spiked up the whole time. So yeah, and right now it's very choppy, and I think it's a good idea to look to have a clean price action to the upper side, maybe come down and maybe then take some buys.
Yeah, I agree. It's a little bit
very difficult today.
Yeah, I think it looks terrible to you. I really don't like the look of it, to be honest.
What I was looking for, maybe short on GU before, but then I decided to go with the gold trade because we closed above the support area. So you see on the left side this bullish candle with upper wick. So if I mark there the a resistance, which is on the upper side, the bearish candle, then we closed above that. And then this, for me, it was maybe it is enough space then to close the wick or the gap. No wick, sorry. And because we closed above that, so but then I took the buy trade on gold.
Yep, nice one. Well, it was a good decision in the end, wasn't it? So
it was, yeah.
How's the rest of the week been?
Yesterday I was off.
Yep.
Because the current was out. There was some some works on the to do. So and then I think on Monday, then I took the same trades as you took.
Nice one.
On
the following last week.
Monday, I think so. Yeah, or last week. Yeah.
Yeah. How good were those trades? Just jump on the stream. The exact same thing as today. Within 10 minutes, here we go. There's a trade. No drawdown. Straight to TP.
Yes.
This one had about 3-4 pip drawdown, so that was the only difference, but very similar. Didn't take long to get to TP as well, so good start back. 30 seconds until London Open, guys. So no entry for me on GJ. It's just consolidating now, so it's really choppy price action. So hopefully London will give it a bit of a push. The volume about to potentially come back into the market. Gold is just pulling back, but I'm not interested in selling it, not at this point anyway. You know, what level I'd consider any sells is really below 2,500 and 1170. At that point there, the confirmation below of a closure below will flip the 30-minute structure back bearish. So that is what I prefer to see on gold. Potential rejection of the resistance as well as another sell option, but we're nowhere near that level just yet. So London Open, let's just see if the volume does give it a push in any direction. GU just needs to create a clean move to cut through a lot of this mess. And that's pretty much it. Just waiting patiently. Hamid, where have you been? If you've hopefully been paying attention to updates prior to me leaving, I said I was away for about just over a week. So still actually away, but I'm back in my home away from home. So I've got a proper office set up here. It's literally an office. It's unreal. It's set up. Computer's better than one at home as well. So yeah, some back stream. Goats, good day to you, mate. Back streaming, back calling W's. Ball one very early. you guys want me looking at any pairs, let me know as well. Feel free. Taking a look at the names. I'll do an update later for the members. So alright, so GJ, we're back at that resistance now. Let's see how price reacts to it yet again. Gold, no volume at the moment for the open. Keep an eye on GJ. Aaron, are you? Most definitely I can. All right, let's do some quick top-down analysis. So weekly, look at that. So it is forming again a bullish candle, high, low to the previous after flipping back bullish, creating significant lower wick on into the previous weekly candle. Daily structure could be flipping bullish, but still, as of now, is technically bearish as long as it remains below this swing point here at 68,072. Sorry, 68, around 68 flat. As long as it remains below that level there, we're still technically bearish in structure on the daily. But what we can see is we're creating some serious high lows, high highs as we approach this resistance. We've got a pretty strong catalyst because you got a nice strong closure above the bows of the candles here to the left, and we are remaining above that level. So looking good for a potential structural flip on the daily, above the previous daily candles high as well. Be some good options above that point there by the looks of it. So weekly bullish, daily bearish technically, but counter probability is the upside. 4-hour structure is definitely bullish. It will remain bullish so long as price remains above this support. As far as resistance, got a marking level on the M30 to the upside. Targets 68.38. So bullish on the 4-hour, bullish on the weekly, bearish on the daily, but counter probability is the upside. 30-minute is also technically bullish. So what I'd be looking at on AU is we're hovering above this resistance here to the left. I'm just going to mark in this level of support. Now, seeing it's at a 4-hour resistance, and if it does actually begin to pop back below the support formed at the resistance, then there is a high probability of coming back down to this point here and retest the 30-minute structure. So I would consider the sells, even though it's against the bias, even though it's against the structure on the minor time frame as well, just based on more off the level that price is currently at. Seeing price is once again, if we're looking at the 4 hour, you're sort of starting to, if you break your own low, you're starting to pop back below the resistance, below these wicks to the left. So that to me would be enough to suggest we're going to make a deeper pullback towards 67.90. So potential entries below 68 flat. Going to be difficult buying it above the same level because we're just consolidating. So what I would do is just mark in this minor resistance, and if price was to close above that level, 68.12 roughly, retest it, then there's a good chance that we're going to be at that point. Well, we may have already broken the previous daily counter high, but if not, at that point, it's a good chance we will. Once again, looks like we've got some pretty clean traffic to the left as well. So yeah, it's fairly clean. I think there's a good chance that price will. Yeah, there's enough margin there. What about you? So that'd be for the buys. Closure above 68.118. Sells below 68 flat roughly, and then buys back above so long as the 30-minute structure remains bullish. I'll be looking for my candlestick and price action for potential buy from this point here, 67.90 roughly. That is my opinion of AU, mate. It's been forming relatively strong, which is good. Performing. GJ rejecting that resistance again, so nothing really on GJ, guys. Just need to wait patiently. All good, mate. Appreciate your support as always, so not a problem. Anyone else have any requests? Feel free to ask. Anyone in any trades, let me know. Who's currently in a trade right now, gold or GJ, or any pair for that matter? Julio, g'day to you. Been a while. Hope you're well. It's like the weather's cleared.
I think that gold trade means I'm done unless GJ pushes above 19144.
That's what you'd be looking at.
Yeah, only buys above that.
Yeah.
It's just tapped in there so many times.
Yeah, and continues to reject. Does need a nice strong closure above it.
Yeah.
Gold appears to have run out of momentum at the moment. It's just lacking the volume at the open. It's pretty much right where it started. So I mean, what may validate an entry in this situation is if price consolidates a bit and then you get that strong closure above the consolidation coupled with a nice M30 candle closing back bullish, maybe leaving long wick to the downside at this support that we've most recently formed, which lines up with that resistance here to the left. Potentially that could be an option. But again, no need to force anything. Already taken a nice W, so just chill and wait for things to reset. If it does, then fantastic. If not, been a good start back. Personally, my first trade of the week. First time I've actually sat down properly at the charts for the week, so been killing it. Been killing it with members last week. 3-0. And good to be back. First trade with you guys and the members back. So. Is this camera clearer? I think it is.
Yeah, I think that one is better.
Well, this whole setup's a better setup. The graphics card's a lot better too. Needs a vacuum though. Some dust about. Alright, YouTube, if anyone hasn't smashed the like button, you could. It'd be much appreciated. Breezed through the immigration, which was a little concern, to be honest, because they usually ask me why I've been so many times. So took a minute, just open up the passport, stamped it, there you go. Sexy, morning to you. All good, mate, all good. Been killing it, we're still killing it, so yeah, we're back, mate. So just to put it into perspective, where I've been like the past week was basically, well, that was seaside, beachside, literally a condo across the road from a beach. And where I'm now is pretty much in the what would have been jungle years back. So it's very different. We're closer to the mighty Mekong River, not far away to be honest, about 40-minute drive. So we're landlocked, but it's a cool area. Pretty big city, to be honest. But at the end of our estate, it's like literally jungle. I'm not even sure what's at the back of it. I think it's rice fields or something, to be honest. Actually, there's a temple. Because they ring the bell, they bang the bells like 6 AM every morning. Wakes me up without fail. But that's the time I wake up, take little one, get little one ready for school. So I don't really need a certain alarm. Pretty uneventful London Open. Gold is just hardly moved. GJ's pretty much back to where it started.
Yeah, the only pair which I see have moved a lot was EU.
Are you?
Oh,
yeah, has rejection.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, not sure where entries would have been. I mean, that would have been the entry up here. The early entry, however, there's not a lot of wick on that previous candle. Entry below this catalyst candle, you run straight into that support, so it's a tough one. Maybe the hourly would have looked better. Yeah, the hourly does look better. But a little bit of a tricky one.
Yeah, not clear
Yeah.
for entries.
Yeah, agreed.
But GG left on the M50 time frame a nice weak bullish candle.
Yep. Still above the support though, that's the only thing. Still above that.
Yeah, but it's entered again on the H4 resistance.
Yep.
And then maybe to reject again. Yeah.
Yep, potentially. I still personally feel it'll be better below as it breaks or below the current 4 hour candles low and closure below the support on the 30. That's the only thing that would make me consider an entry if I am to look for another trade. I like the fact that it's rejected that 4 hour resistance and formed support just below it. But a closure below support might eat into a fair bit of margin to the downside, so I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to look for an entry, to be honest. But anyway, keep a bit of an eye on it. Guys in YouTube are very quiet and we all in trades. I'm assuming everyone's in a trade. Must be. And concentrate enough. It's gonna make it go in your direction. Only. Let us know, guys. Why are you all so quiet? That's me. Brad, DJ sells. Alright, not sure where you're in from. I'd hope from higher up. Because if not, you're pretty much selling it into support, so that's the only thing. Rejecting a very strong level. It's a pretty choppy area. Very choppy area. Pretty small range on the 4 hour by the looks of it too. Yeah, this is similar to GJ, but GJ looks a bit better in my opinion. Got the stop just above the current M30. Alright, where were you in though? Were you in from higher up? Or were you in on the previous counter? Go to driving in disgusting Sydney. Yeah, it's the same shit as Melbourne, isn't it? In at 161.07. Alright. Alright, so I'm assuming going in and break that count. Well, that makes sense then. That's right. So maybe you would have secured some profits by now, hopefully, because you would have had enough. Yeah, so that makes sense. That's very similar to GJ, what we were talking about, but EJ made the move. Because GJ, again, it was just no entry for me. So well done on reacting to that and training your plan, so that's good work. The very strong level of resistance that I was rejecting, 30-minute. I think we can find a 30 minutes technically bullish. That doesn't mean the bias is bullish, weekly is bearish. Daily's also bearish, counter probabilities to the downside. Boy, it's also bearish, so it's still the bias is bearish, so yeah, very similar to GJ. Nice work. Well done, mate. Been a good day. I think you said you got involved in the gold buys that we took earlier. It's been a really good day. So you know what that means. Don't give back. Don't undo your good work by trying to force things or over trading. Be happy with your day, and that's what that's how we go about it with to be aware with the members group. I mean, so gold here, you could potentially have a catalyst. 30-minute closing back bullish, 1 week to the downside, 15-minute bullish engulfing. That would be a valid entry. Would potentially now be forming another higher low on the 15-minute. Come back up to retest the high. The gold looks potentially like an entry. GJ starting to move as well. So interesting. Let's just see how these candles close on the 30 and reassess, weigh up our options. We'll wait up a few minutes. We'll have more idea of whether or not we're going to close in areas of potential options to take a trade. That's been a nice strong closure though. Should be right for a sim session this weekend. The members who are watching. Be a Sunday thing. It'll probably be maybe a little bit later though. So if you are about. Ken, g'day to you. Hope you're well. Welcome. DJ still rejecting. Very strong level. So for there to be a valid entry, in my opinion, it has to close above that bearish candle's high. That'd be a bullish engulfing M15, close the M30, relatively strong enough with a long wick to the downside. That is the best thing I see at the moment. We'll see if I am to take it already after that win. Pretty happy with the profit from that one. But it'll be valid if as long as it closes above that horizontal. Very simple rule to follow. Where's the high? How far would it need to? Not too bad. It could be valid. So what you want to see is a low wick, and it's being sprayed the high off the catalyst candle. That could be a valid entry. Stop loss have to be below, prefer below to 30. That's gonna be quite a way stop loss by the looks of it. It's not too bad, 27 pips. Open with a gap to the downside. Significant lower wick to begin. And it's not a valid limit order. It's not creating a high with the trend or anything like that. It's upon a pullback. I don't take limit orders in this situation. I don't like the open in this candle though. And I don't like this. So personally, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to chill. Because to be honest, the way that previous candle closed, closing back above this resistance, the long wick to the downside, that would normally suggest to me to grab some liquidity from the downside. So what would usually happen in this sort of situation is price will create just a bit of a lower wick, if anything, and begin to flip and continue in line with the momentum of the previous candle, the M15 closure. So I don't really like it when it has no, when it's just dropped with volume without the upper wick. So in this situation, what I prefer to see is perhaps wait again for some candle closures on the M15. If this closed bearish like so, only to be followed by perhaps a bullish engulfing. What that's going to do is going to close the M30 looking somewhat like perhaps like so, another long wick to the downside, weak bullish. Then it may validate an entry on the following candle. You're looking for the same type of thing to happen, just a small low wick, and then enter as it begins to break the catalyst candle's high. So I'm not interested in taking the buy right now. That's what I'd personally be waiting for. What do you guys reckon? GJ Oh, is that the resistance? Nothing on GJ. Yeah, there's no catalyst for an impulse entry on GJ as well. You bit of a consolidation. What am I doing? Oops. Thought about doing some vlogs. I started actually filming once. It was going okay, but I just felt like an idiot after a while, to be honest. Don't know what to do because there's people around and they're looking at like, what's this dickhead doing? Honestly, not that I really give a shit, but still. I suppose it's similar to streaming. You sort of get used to after a while. Like you realize you don't have to always be talking, whatever. You just edit the video later. I've been putting in a little bit of work in that time away, not a great deal, but been hosting some quick London sessions with the guys for the most part, which were really good. Had a 3-0 week last week. Did a Monday stream this week. Didn't even know it was a bank holiday in the UK, so it didn't last long. And then Tuesday we had a power outage in the bloody con. That was nuts, man. I walked down 28 stairs, well, 28 floors of stairs. That was tough. I had sore calves after. I was going to walk back up, but then the power just came back on and then went back off again. I had to walk back down 28 stairs, flights of stairs later. My calves are still a bit sore, to be honest. And it was stinking hot in the fire exit. Oh, mate. By the time you get down there, you're sweating buckets, and just see all the pissed off faces and people walking up. There's only 2 floors above where we are, so I feel sorry for those guys. Anyone had to walk up and down. Okay. Right now I'm back up in the house, so in Udon Thani. You're probably aware of. I know you've got connections here. You got ties here as well. Yeah, I was just got here yesterday actually.
Are you there? Are you based there for the rest of your time in Thailand?
Yeah, well, probably for the next 3-4 weeks maybe. It's just
And
sort
then
of
we're
play
heading
by-
back.
well, then I'll probably go to spend some time with the missus again. We're organizing a visa. We're trying to. So we're gonna do that, and yeah, hopefully that gets sorted quickly, and then we'll be heading back. It's a beautiful part of the world. So see, this area is a really nice area too. It's just very different. Obviously there's no beach or anything like that, but it's got everything. It's got some really nice coffee shops and that.
You can move there full time.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that your plan?
At some point, yeah. Yeah, at some point that is the plan. So I keep saying it every time I come. I mean, eventually it's gonna happen, you know. I'm a man of my word. It's the same with the VIP and that. I've been thinking about that and doing it for a while. A few people have been aware of my plans and finally, put it together. It's going really well. I think most people are enjoying their experience within it. The stream, good to see the subscribers slowly, getting up there, slowly but surely. Yeah, so everything's going to plan. I want to buy one of those ATV 4-wheel. I think they're called ATVs, aren't they?
ATV.
Yeah, those 4-wheel ride-ons. Like it's not a motorbike.
Quad bike. Yeah,
Quad bike. That's it. Quad bike. That's what I was thinking.
Huh.
I mean, here I've got the car, so there's no issue at all. I'm just not ballsy enough to ride the scooter. I can do it. For whatever reason, I prefer the manual. I don't know what it is. I don't feel comfortable in the auto. I feel like I'm gonna just stack it all the time. But on like a manual scooter, it's a totally different thing. We have one of those PCXs, or no, what are they? It's like a mini road bike. And that was fine. I was fine with that. But we have PCX right now. That's a automatic scooter. I'm so confused what to do when I put my legs on all that. It's just not natural for me. PCX
Depends
is
where
great.
I had one of those in South Africa. I think I love them. That's just so easy. Just so convenient.
Yeah.
Just short trip on the road.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, here we've got the Civic, which is a nice get around, but I don't like it much because I don't like being low down. We've also got the Hilux.
The daddy, the beast.
The Beast, that's it. It's a nice car, but I'm thinking about an upgrade in the future. I like the Rangers, the Ford Ranger.
Yeah, I prefer. For some reason, I just prefer the Hilux to the Ranger.
Really?
I think the Ranger looks cool.
Yeah, the Hilux is probably a better car.
The Hilux just feels like it's the original truck.
You got, yeah. It's a nice car. It's so much better to drive though here than Civic. Because I mean, for most part, I mean, it's a city, so for the most part, the roads are really good. But the road that leads to our state it's a more narrow road. So I'm sure, like it was similar in Zimbabwe, in that people just ride off the actual road itself. It's not really a full path. It's like a dirt sort of, it's just dirt beside it. So yeah,
Yeah.
Let's bear with the highlights.
It's just better.
What's that?
It's just better. Those smaller rows where there's nobody on them.
Yeah, exactly. You can just, there's no rules. You can do whatever you want, type of thing. As long as you don't kill someone or run someone over, no one really cares.
Like the absolute opposite of London, isn't it?
Yeah, same as Melbourne. If you're doing anything like that, you know, there's a camera or there's cops somewhere. You're likely going to get caught.
It's gonna be something, yeah.
Yeah. GJ rejecting. Be no option off the 15-minute for me. It's just not my signal. But if 15 closed strong bearish with that rejection, so closed a little bit stronger than this, followed by maybe a weak pause on the 15-minute, on the following 15-minute. Like so, and forms support at the resistance, and then there's potential for maybe some sells. How much I trust GJ at the moment, I don't know, because I've been away from it. I'm not too sure how it's been moving of late.
Are you on from New York today, Justin?
Yeah, I'll jump on at some point for a bit.
Cool. I'll see you on now. I've got to head.
No worries, mate. You have a good one. Take care.
Cool. See you, bro.
Cheers.
Bye.
And the PCX, yeah, the PCXs are great. They're good because they're not, I mean, they're not too big of a bike, but they're strong enough to get around as well. Like they got, I think they're 150. Well, actually, I think no, we got a new one. I think they're a bit more. I think they're a little bit more now. Power to them. I think it's a 175. I could be wrong. It could be 150, but I'm pretty sure they're up to 175 now. So they do move quite well. YouTube, smash the like button. There is currently 50 of you on stream. So we'll stick around for a bit. We'll see, you know, what else we can come up with. We already took a nice win on gold very early today. It's good to be back. So first stream back. Continuing with the W's, been killing it on stream. Besides that, the members and I have been doing well. In the time I was away, took 3 wins on 3 calls that I held for the team. Yeah, so it's good to be continuing on the winning way. Gold still rejecting, so there's no sells for me on gold. Not interested in selling it. Not until closures below 25.1170. At that point, flipping a 30-minute structure bearish. I'm not interested in selling it into that support. I rather see price pop back down to it and look for a potential buy from above that level. Or if it starts to pop below it, close below it, there's options to potentially sell at that point there. The only other area I would consider a sell at this point is the rejection of the 4-hour resistance, because seeing it has rejected it multiple times, so 3 times already. If it was to do so again, head back up, then I would consider a sell based off the level, the key level. Selling it prior to that, to me, I'd be concerned that it could get triggered into a trade, and then it does this, comes back up to finally retest that zone. So that's why I will not consider a sell prior to price popping up to that level if it doesn't close below support. And GJ, nothing really at the moment. It definitely needs strong closure above. Guys, if you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. So I'm back. Now, ideally, what you want to see on GJ is this 15-minute. Actually, it's already closed, hasn't it? The previous one. I was going to say closure above, followed by a weak pause on the next 15-minute. But this 15 minutes going to close the M30. Really strong candle at the moment on GJ. So if anyone's got a chart or any particular pair you want me to have a look at, I'm more than happy to do so. Any questions? Happy to answer those, so feel free. That's all we're doing these days. So one thing for nothing, it's not cheap here anymore. Thailand's becoming quite an expensive destination. Still find some good deals in places, but a lot of the time you're paying very similar to Western prices. WTI. Alright. So the weekly is forming bearish, but it has a high low, high high to the previous, so it still wouldn't surprise me if it does flip. Looks as though it may have opened with a move to the upside based on that previous weekly candle, grabbing liquidity from the downside and it's closed up near its high. Yeah, so the weekly is opened up and is now pulling back, flip back bearish. So it has done what normal in a lot of this sort of cases will normally happen. Once you have a previous weekly closing like so, often you'll see the new candle just create, if anything, a small lower wick and then begin to pop above the previous candle's high. So daily structure wise does appear to be bullish. There's the high, there's the low. We've not closed below it, nor if we create a high. So structurally it is bullish, but we do have the previous daily candle closing back of strong bearish candle. So let's mark in 50% of that candle. Let's just see what we've got. That level there does line up with anything. We have pulled back almost to that point. And if we, yeah, if the reason why I'm marking that level is because I want to see if sellers are going to hold that level, form a resistance below it, and head back down. And there's a high probability at that point there will be the highest point of the new daily candle. If we start to pop above it, close above it, minor time frames only to form a support above it, there's a high probability we're going to be pulling back further into that previous daily candle. So we know we're bullish in structure, counter probabilities to the downside. Wow is also technically bullish by the looks of things. Yep. Well, it's also technically bullish, just consolidating above a previous resistance here to the left hand side. I'd be marking that point for the time being. Resistance is a bit of a tricky one with that bullish candle wick. We'll see what we've got in the M30, but we can just, as we can see right now, it's just in a heavy area consolidation, so very little momentum at the moment. I'm assuming this moves more during our MY session. Never trade it to know, so I'm just doing my best for you. What we've done within the current daily candle is we've formed resistance at pretty much previous resistance here to the left. But above that point, we've got some pretty clean price action up to 75.11. So what I'd be looking at immediately on USR, 30-minute structure is technically bearish. So we've got the 4-hour bullish, we've got the daily bullish, we've got the weekly was forming a bearish candle. So the bias is technically neutral, but we've got some clean traffic above this resistance. We're retesting it, or testing it for the fourth time, you can argue. We've retested previous support on this occasion here, tested it again just here and most recently. So if price does begin to close above 74.80, and for me that would be an option to look for a potential buy to take it back up towards 75.10. The buy's above that point there. Now it's not going to be easy selling it from the current level until price pops below this support here at 74.49, and likely that point there you got 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, based off the 30 doesn't look too bad. So you want a nice strong closure really below 74.49 on the M30, and that could suffice for a potential sell. Anything in between right now is a bit difficult. You're just likely not going to have the margin. It's a bit choppy price action as well. I mean, aside from that as well, I'd be looking for rejection of the resistance yet again, or a potential sell option from higher up. And also buys from the support would make perfect sense as well. Price action does provide you a catalyst, seeing that the bias is technically neutral. So as long as you get your price action catalyst from this level, maybe similar to that long wick rejection, that potentially could be an impulse entry as it broke the high. So again, you're just looking for your catalyst in price action from that level and for a potential buy. And that is pretty much it, in my opinion, of USR. Hopefully it makes sense. The only thing I'll validate the GJ entry for me right now is a bearish engulfing closure on this M15. Now let's see, what would the stop loss be though? Yeah, the hourly is going to close still a strong bullish candle. That is the one off-putting thing. It would have to be absolutely perfect, to be honest, guys. So anyway, we'll stick around and see. Now the next potential entry for me on gold would be, so right now what we've done, potentially leaving 2 long wicks to the downside, but what we've essentially just done on the pullback, we've formed resistance now. I'd probably just mark in this whole level on the 15 at this point here. We are now also in the next few minutes confirming support, so not good, interesting selling it from that point, so you really don't need to mark it in. But as far as the most formed resistance on the way on the pullback, we are still trading to the upside. If price was to start to close above probably that bearish candle high 25.18.12, that point there, that would validate some potential buy entries. There's a high probability at that point that price will pull back up to retest the current daily candles high. Once again, you got long wick rejections on the 30-minute time frame. So similar to the early analysis I mentioned before on potential entries for gold, that still could present. So once again, guys, we'll just stick around and see. Goats, no worries, mate. Let's have a look at the hourly. Hourly closing quite a nice candle as well. There's one definite issue. So let's just say it's the highest point of the candle. Yeah, it's not too bad. You'd be, no, well, it's, again, it's popping up higher. You'd be looking already about a 35 plus pip stop loss, roughly. Dope or good, man. How are you? So in order to be, for it to be valid, like I said, guys, I'd rather see engulfing. I know you're gonna say, but it's a 30-minute weak bearish candle, so would that not still be valid? Yeah, it would be, but I don't need to force anything. I've already taken a nice win, so I'd rather be perfect. And for me, what would make it perfect is the engulfing play, but no impulse entry. Now the real issue is stop loss, and this thing is pushing. Yeah, it's a tough one. The stop loss is going to be too wide. So again, in this type of situation, what I prefer to see is a bit of pause. I'm just going to have to mute up for a sec. I've got the old lady calling me. So just one sec, guys. Alrighty guys, so alright, well, got no upward, no lower wick, pop straight up. So what would now validate this entry is not interested in a limit order. Wow, this is volume. Wow, forget it. I was gonna say if it creates a decent lower wick and then begins to break its own high yet again. There's a fair bit of volume. Is there news being released right now? There was some Euro news to come, which wouldn't normally impact, but unless there's something breaking. GJ's closed back below the resistance, not below it, it's closed within it. So it's not a catalyst because we're, first of all, base look to 30. In this situation, what I prefer to see is it's still closed below the resistance. Even if it was bullish, then I would consider it. But the fact that we've actually closed above it would invalidate that entry for me. So the only other decent option right now would be gold. Stop loss would be below the entry candle. That would be your target. Not sure if you got a decent risk reward. Just one sec, guys. Apologies, guys. Sorry. It's all happening here. Yeah, so gold, that's... So the issue again would be stop loss. I mean, you're targeting this 25-21 sort of level. Now, even if you base it off the entry, the current candle that is forming, that's just open. It's already pulled back more than 23 pips just now, guys. Your target is less than that. I'm not huge on 1-to-1. You guys know that. It doesn't really put me off an entry, but it doesn't really make much sense to me to go in for an entry with a 25-30 pip stop loss when my margin for a potential TP is only 13 pips. The entry before, I had this clean traffic to the left. Yeah, I didn't go the whole way to it, but still enough to secure some really nice profits. It was a really nice win. But you see the difference. The earlier entry we took on stream was there. Look to the left of that entry. So it was actually, the entry was taken on this candle. On that bullish candle. That was when the entry was taken. This candle just here on the pullback. Back is in. Rest is history. But you can see to the left of that, that's clean. You got clean price. There's potential for it to push. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to make the whole move. This one doesn't mean it can't break through that, but also there's potential for it to reject that level. You've got like 13, 14, 15 pips or something. Just not as probable.
Something's are going wrong. Something is going on, Justin. So EU is melting.
Yeah, something is definitely going on.
And also some other pairs are going down, but I didn't find any news.
No, it's I mean, Forex Factory is a bit slow. Maybe Financial Juice might be saying something. GJ also melting. Something with potential, must be US dollar strength.
Yeah, wow, it's keep pushing down EU. Wow.
Yeah, it's really melting. That also could be because of the news. There is some, I don't know why it says all day prelim CPI, unless that's already just been released, or maybe that's just been released. That's the only
So
reason
here
why.
on Financial Juice, this German news will be available at 2 o'clock my time.
Okay.
So in 4 hours. So I did not find any news on Forex Juice, on the Financial Juice.
Yeah. Win? A win? No, I'm not in nothing. Nah, the only trade I've taken is the win from the beginning of the stream. GJ throughout August has not been playing ball. It looks like it's going to set up and then just does something random. What should be any different on GJ? Goes wrong time for our trading system. Alright. I think I can't remember, Franco. I'm not sure if you remember. I think we've been trading gold more than GJ in that time we'll waive the members. Sketchmas, German CPI just came out. Oh, okay. My FX book. Probably looking at the wrong thing. Economic calendar. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it appears that it has been released. Interesting, because I wouldn't have thought that would necessarily ship gold. From memory, the Euro news doesn't necessarily impact it, or the pound news for that matter. It's pretty much just the US news. Sometimes the Aussie news might have a little bit of an impact on it. Yeah, that's unusual, but nonetheless, it is obviously moving it to the downside, strength to the US dollar based on it. So, Joe, gold being a lot more reliable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've been trading gold once again. With last week we took 3 trades with the members for 3 wins, and this week was my first proper call with the members and with you guys live, and that was a win on gold. So ending August perfectly. It's been another really solid month, another very good month. Still my best month of this year is last month, July. June, July. August is not far behind it, to be honest, guys. It's really solid comeback after what was a slow start. Actually, the first week was a minor loss. Well, I think I was only third time this year I've taken a loss for close out the week, but since then it's been really good. Continuing to do the same shit over and over again. Don't deviate. The plan works. I need to do anything different. All right, so this isn't bad, guys. Why? The reason being is because now we're opening up space again within this range. Now, what I want to see on GJ is this move to be sustained right now to the downside. Last thing I want it to do is begin to do this, where perhaps we're going to close a candle below the support with a long wick down, and we just chop it out. And what it does is basically invalidate this whole area until we create a clean move. You're going to need to wait for price to create another clean move. So what we prefer to see in this situation is the current candle closing pretty much as is. Price to eventually tap into this level, and then if perhaps we consolidate around that level, it opens up this range once again, and then you're just waiting for your calcium in price action for a potential option to buy it back up. So whether it be bullish engulfing, bit of consolidation from support, and then buy it as price begins to pull away from consolidation. But if it does make create that move, then it opens up the range. You've got again enough money. You got all of a sudden about 55-60 pips to be playing with it. So I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is good. Now let's look at gold quickly. Gold's a bit different and not interested in selling it, but again, similar type of scenario actually. If it did pull back down just now to create a nice clean move, same type of thing, we start to look for our price action catalyst from support, knowing also that if support does create at that level again, for instance like so, then respecting a 30-minute structure, we still remain bullish. However, if it's only to be followed by another bearish candle closing below support, that's going to start to open up the options to sell it, guys, because we're going to flip the 30-minute structure back bearish below this point here. You need to wait for the confirmation of a closure blow, price to tap in, as it begins to pull away. There's your options. Limit orders potentially, similar to the limit order we took earlier today for the buys. So yeah, so a clean move down right now wouldn't be a bad thing. Now, as for potential buy options, still got enough margin, but it looks of things above the current daily candles high. So if price was to start popping above that level yet again, I'd just remove this level for the time being. I'd shift this down. Then obviously there's going to be options to buy it above the high upon continuation as well, guys. That's why I'd be looking at closures above the resistance. Got at that point there, daily breaking its own high, it's pulling back further into that previous daily candle. You got 4-hour candle probabilities to the upside. You know, you got structure, you got bias to the upside. It will make absolutely perfect sense to look for that potential option and buy it. So that might be something to come for potentially in the next 4-hour candle as well. Maybe wait for a new candle to create slow wick. It might pull back to 25.12. Almost support above that level for a potential buy, and there could be options upon continuation as well above 25.21 to take it back up towards 25.25. So that is it on gold. I think that wraps things up, guys. So yeah, hope that is understood. Good first trade back. Nice W on gold to begin. Guys, it came in late. Make sure you're here early tomorrow. We've been killing it, absolutely killing it on stream. You can see the stream record and all that down below. Just do the same shit over and over again. Meantime, guys, make sure to hit the like button. If you've not yet subscribed, please do so. The VIP is open, and there is heaps of value within it. There is more than 85 pre-recorded videos just now, educational content to get through. There is live calls almost on the daily with the members. I'll be on later for MY with the members, and yeah, looking forward to that. Until then, guys, Frank, I'll catch you later, hopefully. And to everyone else, you have a good one, trade safe. Tomorrow we'll be back from about the same time as today, around that 6:45 a.m. UK time. Till then, guys, trade safe, take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers, bye guys.